We're about to find out what would happen if you put your head in a 60,000 PSI water stream. We're also going to try cutting progressively harder crystals, starting with obsidian and ending at sapphire. And we all know it can cut metal, but how thick can it go? Can it cut this entire anvil in half? And what about metals that are stronger than steel? How does it handle titanium? And can it even scratch the unbreakable tungsten cube? We'll be doing all those and a bunch of other experiments in this video. Starting with one of my favorite things to do with the water jet. Spinning a skateboard wheel so fast that it explodes. We got the Minecraft board. Check this out. This is called a creeper flip. Uh-oh, here we go. I'm scared. Holy moly! That sounded like a firework. That sounded like a firework.
Hey, that's what I just said. Yeah, just like a firework.
That was crazy.
Oh, what the heck? It looks like it's glitching, dude.
No way.
What?
Oh my gosh.
What? Look how it was going.
Oh, it's hovering.
Dude, this is crazy.
I've never seen it do that before. That is so wild.
What? Yeah, it doesn't even care about the bearing anymore. It's just
hovering. We get in this clip stolen all over the internet.
Yeah, we have to save this whole file.
We gotta watermark this shiz.
Oh, there it goes. Wait. You can see it start tearing.
Oh.
The tear slowly gets bigger and bigger.
That's wild. Oh my gosh.
And it's pretty gentle on the impact. Oh, it broke the wood, never mind.
Yeah, it's just so slow that it looks gentle. Now let's see if we can split a Nerf bullet in half by shooting it through the water jet stream. Where's the bullet? Let's test my aim skills. I am John Wick. We tested this a few times and it never fully split in half. The rubber does a good job of deflecting the water, but the foam does split pretty nicely. Last year we were faced with a tough decision. Spend $20,000 moving our old water jet, or see if we could sweet talk Flow into sending us one of their brand new, shiny Mach 200C water jets. I think you know which option we chose. So we wanted to celebrate getting our new water jet by doing some of our favorite experiments on it.
You better watch out, Daniel. Oh, I got the wow string.
Please, I beg you. Oh! Oh no! All right, let's see if this silly string goes into orbit. I'm gonna hide behind the water jet computer like a little coward. The odds of me getting hit are slim, but never zero.
Oh, wowzers.
Oh, it's like a spider web. It's like on Spider-Man when he puts his finger over the web shooter and it splits in three.
Okay, Daniel, I think that we have to just shoot this out of the can like a normal.
You're right. All right, this is gonna be so silly. Oh.
Okay, I got it, nice. You're getting too silly over there.
Whoa, it like breaks up into little bits.
Yeah, that was just the initial burst.
Oh, and now it's just a solid stream. That's so weird. I kind of want to see like the end of the stream. Oh,
I clipped it.
That feels illegal. Wow, that sure was silly. Anyways, after we ordered our brand new water jet, we had to take delivery of it. Now this isn't just some ordinary Amazon box that gets put on your porch. This was a box that weighed 10,000 pounds and was the size of a truck. This thing's definitely bigger than my porch. Now we've got our own forklift, but it maxes out at 5,000 pounds. So we borrowed our neighbor's bigger, better forklift and it technically worked, but let's just say I'm glad there were no OSHA inspectors there because they would have had an aneurysm. First we took the panels off, then it started raining harder than it ever does in Utah. Then we did a couples figure skating routine with 2 forklifts to shimmy it in here. So now it's in place, but it's not quite ready to cut. Speaking of cutting, would you lose a finger if you swiped your hand through the water jet stream really fast? This is the finger test with the Bar S quality. We've got hot dogs ranging from light to dark. All right, we went with the lighter colored hot dog because it's more accurate to me. 3, 2, 1, oh! Ooh. Oh, that looks painful.
And you can see the chunks of meat flying out underneath.
Oh man, I think we should go straight through it. I mean, there's no bones in this hot dog, but still. still. Like imagine that's your finger.
When the water jet turned on just barely, I didn't have my hearing put all the way in.
Oh yeah?
Dude, it sounds like a gunshot. It is violent.
It's loud.
It's scary just being next to this thing.
Yeah.
Quite the piece of equipment. What you crafting over here?
Check it out.
Whoa.
This is a super realistic hand with flesh and bones and everything to simulate a real hand.
Hey, can I have a hand over here?
There you go. Those are some nasty wounds. Look at this. Oof.
Ouch.
Imagine your whole like front of your finger coming off. And look at the bone. The bone has a big scoring in it. And this is just water. This is no garnet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's scary. I thought that was with garnet.
Should we do it again with the garnet turned on?
Yeah. But first, let's see that slow-mo.
Agreed. Oh, does the pinky get it? Oh, it does. Right on the tip.
A little ripple going through there. Didn't seem that bad for the pinky.
Yeah, that would hurt really bad. But, oh, the ring finger. Oh, and it like completely bends back. Oh, look at how it
filled the skin.
Yeah, filled the skin with water. Oh, man.
Ooh.
This looks like it would break your fingers, too.
Yeah, it bends them backwards all the way.
Yeah, oh, man. That's crazy.
Makes me even more scared of this thing.
I know. We're gonna try the same thing, but with the garnet abrasive turned on. Let's watch the slow-mo and see what happens. Oh, the poor pinky. Ooh.
That would probably rip off your fingernail.
Yeah. Ooh. And then and the waves of pressure.
Dude, the fingers are so broken.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and the thumb got some action too.
And what ligaments are gonna be holding your fingers together at that point too?
We've had comments on the channel before say people got their hand in it and it puts water into your veins and blows up your whole arm like a balloon. And they have to amputate your whole arm.
Play that back, like that was just a split second.
Yeah, like.
That's so much damage happening in such a little amount of time.
That looks like it must have hurt. But anyways, back to my story. So we have the jet in place, but we need some professional help to get it all set up. Luckily, when you order a water jet, Flow sends out a technician and they'll connect all the components and get it all calibrated for you. After it was all set up, we wanted to do some technical cuts to make sure everything was calibrated correctly. This next one is sick. This is a great file to run to test the capabilities of the water jet because it uses all 5 axes and everything has to be super precise in order to correctly make the part we're making. This is being cut out of stainless steel, not aluminum. Wow, look how nice this turned out. It's crazy to see what this water jet can do when you're not just messing around with it. We have here a massive chunk of epoxy resin. This is leftover from when we did our floors. They look great now, but I want to see if we can make something interesting out of this. All right, big reveal. Oh boy. This thing is nice. This is exactly how I had hoped it would turn out. The water jet did an amazing job with the 5 axis. Just look at these chamfers. The way water jets work is pretty simple in theory, but it takes some crazy engineering to make it all happen. First, we need to filter the water. This is just a basic water softener, so there's nothing really special about that. But then you need to pressurize the water. To do that, it takes this entire massive machine. A high-end pressure washer will get up to about 3,000 psi. The Titanic sits on the ocean floor 12,000 feet below sea level, and that's at about 6,000 psi. That's all it took to implode the Titan submersible. This bad boy gets up to 10 times higher than that at 60,000 psi. There's a lot of cool tech in this, like ceramic pistons that can go for a very long time before needing maintenance. Garnet is what gets added to the water to make it cut better. It's the same garnet that's used in jewelry, but the pieces are so small, it's basically special sand that's really good at cutting. We've got a whole pallet of this stuff in bags and we load them into this hopper. Then the hopper uses compressed air to push it all the way to this mini hopper right above the cutting head. Then both the water and the garnet get combined using this highly precise mixing tube. First, the water is focused by a ruby constricting valve. Then by the Venturi effect, it pulls the garnet in through this tube and adds it to the water stream just before it exits the tungsten carbide nozzle as a 60,000 psi laser beam of pure destruction. It can cut through steel like it's nothing. But what about some harder materials? I've rounded up some of the materials that are hardest to cut. We'll start with obsidian and amethyst that are pretty similar to garnet in hardness on Mohs scale. Then we'll try pure sapphire, which is about 10 times harder than garnet. Will it work, or will it be too hard for the garnet to actually make a difference? Pure obsidian. How well can a water jet cut that? Minecraft teaches you that obsidian is the hardest element, harder than diamonds. I actually got this massive chunk of obsidian from my uncle, who was a coal miner by trade. So thanks, Uncle Coal Miner guy. Obsidian is honestly one of my favorite minerals. It's basically just lava that freezes in place, and that makes it super beautiful. This particular fine specimen has red veins going through it. That means when we cut it into this cube, it looks lovely. Look how the light plays off of the obsidian, especially in this area. That's so cool. This really does look like it was flowing and it just froze in time. I have here an amethyst. This is a beautiful purple crystal, and it comes in at about a 7 on Mohs scale of hardness. Okay, that only took about 1 minute and 5 seconds. Let's see how it looks. You can see some of the crystal structure it's got going on here. Kind of seemed like old large Marge the water jet handled that like it was nothing. So let's go harder. This is a massive lab-grown sapphire. Now obviously this is a much larger crystal than our amethyst, but let's see how much longer it takes. The sapphire took a while, about 20 minutes for just a small piece, but it still cut through it just fine. So how does that make sense? Well, think of it like erosion. Water is really soft on its own, but with some kinetic energy, it can remove little tiny bits of a surface at a time. So every time a little bit of water and garnet hits the surface of the sapphire, it basically explodes a chunk out of it. And because it's at 60,000 psi, it can cut through this sapphire in a matter of minutes, as opposed to millions of years as it does in nature. This is why you can cut through just about anything, whereas plasma and laser cutters are quite limited. The way your water jet works is also more gentle and doesn't heat up your material, which is why knife makers love us. Anyways, that's enough science talk. Let's see a mustard explosion. Mustard! Try not to lose my fingers. Wait a minute, did it not even cut it? No, it did, just not very much. Maybe we need to turn on the abrasive this time.
What the? That's crazy.
That was just pure water, huh?
It's so gentle with no abrasive.
Cut it like it scored it. If I squeeze it, it comes out there. Let's turn on the abrasive and try again. You'll notice that the sound changes and the stream gets wider as you turn on the abrasive. It still didn't look like it really cut it. Maybe I need to throw it slower. Yeah, something smells rank. That cut it even less. I'm gonna try sliding it through just like that, make it a little slower. Hopefully we see a mustard explosion. Oh no! Oh, look at it on the water jet nozzle.
Oh, it's on the laptop too.
I asked for a mustard explosion and I got more than I bargained for.
Top 10 worst experiences of my life.
Okay, here comes the mustard. Cuts in half, almost. Ooh, and we got a nice mustard fountain going on here. Wow, that's so much spraying everywhere. Covers the entire nozzle in mustard. This is mustard mania. It's all over the jet. Egg versus water jet. Ooh, all right.
Good.
Oh man. Yeah, it sends that everywhere and the yolk just splats on the ground. So long, egg. Ooh, it's making some nice egg tartare. The guy came in with a microscope and looked at the water jet tank water and he found microorganisms in it. We've seen how the water jet handles gemstones, but what about metals? I have 3 different metals here with 3 different levels of hardness. We'll start with aluminum, go to titanium next, and then if it can handle that, we'll do tungsten. All right, let's see how that looks. Oh, all right, very smooth. That only took like 15 seconds too, that's crazy. Cutting through an inch-thick cube of aluminum in 15 seconds is pretty wild. So let's see how long it takes with titanium. I am titanium! That's probably what this block says. It was no problem for the water jet. It only took about 35 seconds, which is crazy. I honestly thought it would take longer than that. Well, we know it cuts through titanium just fine, but what about the big daddy, the tungsten? This 1-inch cube of tungsten cost us like $80. Tungsten is so crazy dense that it takes all 7 of these aluminum cubes to match the weight of this one tungsten cube. Tungsten is so hard that this razor blade doesn't do anything to it. Oh, it's hot. The water comes out of the water jet boiling, so that's why it's so hot. Wow. Definitely a little rougher than the other ones. It took about 2 minutes and 40 seconds to cut through. I don't think there's really any other tool that could do it faster. All these metals and not a single one of them could stop the all-powerful water jet. Got myself a fresh Jawbreaker. This bad boy is 3 inches. It's ginormous. Wow, so pretty. I think they put the stronger flavors in the middle, not on the outside. So that's a quick way to get through your Jawbreakers. Just throw it on your water jet real quick. We have here a CPU. Should we bend a pin just for fun? Oh, there we go. There's some bent pins. This CPU is now unusable. Feels like I'm strapping someone to the electric chair. It's mostly copper. That makes sense. It's insane how much power they can pack into something this tiny. One of my favorite things to do with a water jet involves just a normal tile. This is regular porcelain. You can see there's no fancy tricks going on here. It's not flexible at all. In fact, it's very rigid.
Now that's what we're talking about.
This is a normal tile.
As rigid as porcelain gets.
Wow. Is that dangling on its own?
Dangling on its own.
That's crazy. Infinity GX50 be like. Oh, no! Oh, Doug, did you find a new spot? Right under the CNC. That's a good boy, Doug. This is a massive masking tape ball. Like, this is bigger than a basketball. It's huge. Sent to us by a viewer, so the astute among you will realize this is way too tall. I think we need to use the 5-axis head and point it this way and have the jet cut at this angle. Let's hope nothing bad happens. Good googly moogly. That took way longer than I thought it would. What does this look like? Ooh, I didn't know he was gonna use different colored tapes. This is awesome. It looks like a giant Jawbreaker. Oh yeah, that's blue collar. How big is this thing? Don't mind the awful tape measure. 10 inches, that's crazy. We have here a massive geode, also given to us by a viewer. He said it might be a thunder egg, meaning it's solid all the way through, but there's only one way to find out. It feels kind of light, meaning it's probably a geode. She thunder on my egg till I geode. Oh, wow. I think this part right here is my favorite. You got the white and the transparent and the red all coming together. Looks very nice. Let's try a fire extinguisher. What? You can't take out the pin? There's a pin on the pin? I've actually never used a fire extinguisher. I'm nervous. Oh!
Whoa, it's coming at me.
All right, Bentley, hit me. Oh. I regret this. I wasn't recording. Are you serious?
What a treat that was. I keep breathing it in. It's kind of sweet. Top 10 smartest YouTubers.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Go!
Now! Looks like the Minecraft skateboard got the brunt of the attack. Right in the skeleton's face. I guess it's really just a special dust in a pressurized bottle.
Is the fire marshal gonna get mad at us?
He should be all right. I know Fire Marshal Bill, he's a good guy. It says do not puncture. I think it's a little late for that. Looks like we've just got a nice straight line of the dust coming out. I honestly thought this would be a lot cooler, so let's move on. It's been getting pretty toasty lately as we're getting into the summer months, and the shop is not air conditioned, as you may have imagined. But luckily the Waterjet has my back on that too. That's about right here. All right, let's see how those turned out. These turned out great. I'm ready for the summer. Ugh, what about an entire freaking anvil? Ugh. This is like 7 inches of solid steel. So how long is it going to take to cut through this? Here's a fun fact. Ugh. I talked with Alex Steele, the blacksmith YouTuber, and he used to sell anvils. I think he said it cost him like $500 to make each one or something. These were big, really nice, real blacksmithing anvils. This is the Harbor Freight special that we got for $60. But that goes to show you how expensive making a good anvil is. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if it actually cut through. I have my doubts. Ooh, it's warm. Oh, it did. So this was basically 0.5% speed and it was still this rough. That just goes to show how slow you have to go to cut through this much solid steel. And now we have 2 anvils. Look at this. Now, opening a coconut is often a difficult task. It takes a lot of steps. Sometimes you need a hammer. Wait, I think someone's coming on a horse. So here's yet again results from what would happen if you got your own skin close to the Waterjet. The garnet would embed itself like a 1/4 inch into your skin.
You'd also get some mold.
You'd also get some mold. Lesson learned, if the top part here is squishy, that means your coconut is moldy. That's nasty. Oh! I'm gonna use the shaving cream like silly string. Sick. Thanks for joining us on this episode of Epic Experiments. I want it to just barely touch it. Okay, here we go. I'm hiding behind the Waterjet. What the heck? That was crazy.
I heard some spinning. What the?
The fact that it like
stayed in place?
Yeah, it like didn't move out of the stream. Oh, Bentley, you're not gonna like this. Come take a look.
It's just everywhere?
Yeah.
We better get it off the paint, because doesn't it strip paint?
There's shaving cream all the way over here on the ground. That must be from when it was spinning around and faced this way. All right, I got my trusty Coke on a stick. Let's see what we can do. It's like eroded. Here, let me get a drink of that. This is something I've been waiting a long time to get my hands on. The Fushigi! You ever seen the ads for these in the 2000s? It's these guys are like, hoo, hoo, hoo. It's a magic floating ball. 2. So there is definitely an optical illusion going on here. It looks like there's just like this much plastic, but you open it up and it's a good 3/4 of an inch.
The Osmo broke.
It fell. We were moving the lights and it fell. And then while I was filming that clip of the Fushigi getting cut from this angle, I guess a piece of garnet like flipped and hit the camera lens and it just cracked it. We've lovingly named our Waterjet Large Marge the Barge, or Large Marge for short. So to welcome her to the channel, everyone comment, "Welcome Large Marge the Barge." Now that the Waterjet was in place, there was just one thing left to do. I'd say that looks pretty nice. Okay, what would a water jet do to a human skull? What we're gonna do is we're gonna set the skull on here, and I'm gonna move the water jet at full speed into the head and see what kind of damage it does. So I tells him, I bet you all my skin and flesh that it won't work. Oh no! That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a lot more violent than I thought it would be.
Yeah, oh no, that is disturbing. Oh yeah, it definitely cut right through the skull. And then when I stopped, it just kept going and the blue brains went everywhere. Oh, I forget how bad this stains my fingers. You can see it goes straight initially, but then the forces of the water start to move it around and it starts to be a jagged line. Don't put your head in a water jet, kids. All right, here goes the skull. This is one of my worst nightmares. Oh, the way the skin is moving around is crazy. That would not feel nice. Okay, now it's starting to go through the bone. It's separated the two halves of the skull. And the water's spraying out so far. Oh, this hurts to watch. And there it goes. Oof. There's the blue blood coming out. Ooh. Oh, that's gruesome. This would be nasty if it was red. Ugh, that gives me chills. A huge thank you goes out to Flow for supporting our channel over all these years. If you need a new water jet, you know who to call. And also a big thank you to our viewers new and old. We couldn't have done it without you. We're super excited to be in our new shop and to make more epic content for you all. The CIA would tell you his head just did that.
Oh, cue all the cartel comments.
Yeah, holy moly. The cartel's gonna love this one.